right. Get this show on the road. We are live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers Jedi Academy here on the RSG channel with your boy Ranger J 1999. Doing what we do on most Saturdays is hanging out with you guys and doing what we do for the last 369 times. Jesus. Quite a lot. And that is to answer your questions about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and let you ask the questions. This is a Q&A show, and it's pretty simple. If you have a question you want to pose to myself or anybody of the other content creators that if they're available will join us on the call, then all you got to do is get your question in. And when you put your question in the chat, make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question, comment, or statement. It helps me identify your questions easier when we go in the order of operations that they come in. So pretty simple. Not much to it. Not much going on in the game other than we're wrapping up TB. We're working on Datacrons and everything like that. So, yes, good. Let me make sure I've got YouTube popped up. And there we go. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, do all that stuff. And then as well, got this up. Good. Yeah, we got the live chat. But yeah, give your greetings. Say hi to me, say hi to all the other skewers. We'll shout you out, wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever you're drinking out there in TV land. Had a ton of fun on Scribe Stream last night and our own stream. Got a little drunky, as we do on Fridays. It was a blast. Hope everybody enjoyed it, had fun. Hello, Kimmy baby. Says, good morning, Skewers and Ranger. Help us well with everyone. I do too. Hope you're doing well, Kimmy. Lovely Kimmy baby. Over on YouTube. Good to have you here. And then yeah, so today I'll do some FDC stuff. I got some more energy through kind donations of individuals on top of the stuff. We will get some FDC stuff done. As you can see, I've got CX2 already done. He's already got his mods on that we're going to go with. When we get him up and running on Tuesday, then we'll do all this stuff. But most of his leveling and abilitas, Omicron's on, everything's good to go. So we've got him ready to rock and roll on Tuesday. We're popping him to Relic 9 just like we did with Apo and rock and roll from there. So, yes, good. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a fabulous Saturday morning or afternoon or whatever it is out there for you. Good to have you guys here. Get your questions in, things of that nature. Let me just check the stores and get my dailies and other crap done. I have to send the battles and stuff. Let's see. All right, no mod depression on that. Let me go to the events. We have bonus for Phoenix. Grandmaster's training. Well, we'll send that. See what we get. Things and stuff. Perfect. And then let's go military might. And then we can get all these goodies. Lord knows we need them. All right. I don't think this one is a mod one. But we did get some mods for mod depression. That's good. Yeah, that's just characters and stuff. And is that it? Yep. That is it. Perfect. Let's go here and we'll convert. Pretty simple. I get my feature ship and see how we did all that. Good. Yeah, we're going to be working heavily on signal data. Just continue the trend of what we've been doing. Close that out. But yeah, get your greetings, get your morning, grab your coffee, whatever it is you need to get your day started. Come join the festivitas. All right. I got this energy burning in my thing. Let's do this. Conquest Sector 4, and let's start getting those mats. Multi-sim, multi-pass. All right. And then we will go. I think we'll be able to finish. Yes, Dr. Afra. We'll get her up and running, and then we'll start the Phoenix one. Get that up and running. So we'll have this one unlocked. Let's do it. Perfect. Dr. Afra is done. Good. All right. And then let's start the Phoenix. Continue going. We're going to be a little short. Yeah, we'll have to get some more of these. These actually turn out to be the one that's giving us the most heartache. We need about 400. So again, farming those, you know. These FTCs are quite literally expensive as shit. Let's see, do that. We can get 10 to 3, I think. Get the lock for hers. I did want to get the level 3 for mission because that's, I think it's going to add a little something there. But yeah, we'll finish up Phoenix and then we already have the Apocron and then we'll start working on these. I'd like to get some of these going as well. These FDCs take so much resources and stuff. It's hard to even sniff these other crons over here. So yeah, I'll try to finish the Phoenix one maybe today. And then we'll start getting into the other Datacrons before we lock in on 3v3. Good morning, What Else 73 says, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, my friend. And then, yeah, we did some testing yesterday. We were doing a Leia team with the Django team. Django. But here, let's try it here. No. These two. He's already dead. But yeah, we were trying to do some testing with this stuff, and yeah, not going to work. But yeah, we were testing it out and stuff, and it's got some potential. All right, and I need to change that team out, or I'm just gonna, not that it really matters, but okay. Got all that squared away. Good. But yeah, Jedi Academy. Knocking out our stuff and things. So yeah, and I'll get some more materials. I should be able to finish Phoenix today, and then we can finally start working on regular Datacrons. My goal is for Tuesday going into Wednesday, especially for our good friend Whittleson 3. Have these 3 done, and then try to get some of these main ones. I don't know if these main ones. I know we want a Darth Sidious one. Fine wouldn't be bad, I guess. Sidious Scion. You definitely want Luthen, right? Yeah. We'd need to do an Omega one. Okay, no Patcher. Just a Megan Batcher? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Crosshair, that might be one to get. So we definitely want one for the new Bad Batch. So, Momo, yeah. There's a few here we got to work on. What are your thoughts on using the Phoenix Cron for Ray, Ben, Ezra, and 3v3? I don't have a good Bolcron yet. The stats looks good for the team. I'd be totally fine with that. Especially if you don't have the team for it, but you have the Cron. Absolutely. If you can get that bulk and damage and stuff with it, sure. Just because I mean, like Papachulo, for instance, he rolled one recently, the last set, not this, 2 sets back. He had gotten a Commander Ahsoka, or GL Ahsoka. He doesn't have GL Ahsoka, but he was using the stats on it and some of the stuff they did for like one of his big teams. So I see people do that all the time just because they. But if it would help you out, especially since you have, with Ezra and all that stuff, and it'll really help bump up that team. Sure, absolutely, Big Ninja. Absolutely, and good morning, my friend. Good to see you here. Sometimes Datacrons, we try to get the named ones, but even then the stats are a little bit hard to get what you want with them. Level 6, a lot of reroll mats are required for that. And then just sometimes you have you have one that you just like, this would be really good, like say Ray, Ezra, Ben, if it really bumps up their stats and damage and stuff. Yeah, it's totally understandable. Totally understandable. Nope, I don't see why you wouldn't do that, Big Ninja. All right. And if you missed it yesterday, again, just for everybody, 6-2 is unlocked. He is gear 11. We did all his abilities, took him to 85, did all that stuff. I'm going to go speed and health on him with health primaries because he gets a big bump and stuff, and especially in 3v3 with 100%. So we're going to make him very healthy, lots of health everywhere here. Try to get him around 300 speed. He's not the fastest character. Well, shocking, Will 73. I know what I'm about to say is going to blow you away. I got 21 on Thursday, and then the night or Wednesday or whatever, and then Thursday, yesterday. I shit you not, I get more of him, and I'm just like, did I just unlock him before the event even came out? So. I was a little shocked at what happened. So yesterday we were putting gear on him and stuff like that. So kind of extraordinary. I couldn't believe it, my friend. I was like, wow. Did that just happen for me? So yeah, but we will be ahead of the curve here a little bit come on Tuesday, because we are going to go for him, and we'll see what we can do on Tuesday. If I can get him ready for 3v3, which he sort of is, but yeah, with Vader and Apo, we'll make the big push to see if we can get him done. So it'll be kind of a nice team to have in 3v3 if we can get him up and running. We are going to take him to Relic 9. We're taking all the new stuff to Relic 9. It's fast as we can, as best we can. So we can have that up for the upcoming raid and stuff. And I think Lord Vader with the clones, I was thinking about this, might be a pretty damn decent team. They have a TB Omicron for TB as well. So it'd be nice to get a really good dark side team that you can go pumping in there with, that you can use and like, havening up for the battles and stuff. So get some combat missions done. Wouldn't be too schwabbity, but it's going to be, that's a big tall task, mainly just because of the signal data and stuff. So each time we do a character and stuff, it's like, oh my god. So just going to have to be cranking signal data the best we can. We how much we get, it's all RNG, of course, because those nodes are really rough, especially for the blue and the green signal data, not the light, the grayish blue one. But yeah, those two drop rates can be either feast or famine, and when they're famine, it really sucks. You do 20 pulls and you get 7, just like, oh, thanks. So yeah, we will do the best we can. because we have to do CX2. We've got Jocasta New. She's going to be part of all this. And then we're going to have an announcement of another character. And they're going to go to the Relic 9. It's going to be pretty crazy. The first one says, Happy Saturday, Skewers and Delicious J. Why is it snowing in April, Ranger? Why? Well, because Mother Nature likes to give us all little something to remind us that we're not there yet, Depressed Wampa. Especially north of the Mason-Dixon line here in the United States or certain parts of the West. Hey, it's just the way it is. We don't like it. We weren't put on this planet to like it. We were just put on this planet. Deal with it. But nah. Hopefully it's it's cold, it's snowy, and then you get some warm weather, melts it right away. They're depressed swamps here, not messing with it. Makes a muddy mess afterwards, but hopefully it doesn't last too long for you. But good morning, depressed swamp. Good to have you here. Doing like we always do, we'll do some Jedi Academy, and then tonight we'll have some Dungeons and Dragons. And thanks to everybody that came out and hung out yesterday. I did a little streaming yesterday myself as we did CX2 and did some more of the FTCs, and then we rated Scribbles, and then hung out with Scribbles for the next 5 hours, and it was a lot of fun. We had Desi, and we had a lot of guests on last night. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Rob Beaver came along, and Wolfie, and yeah. A lot of fun. Jack was on last night too, yeah. But yeah, nice meeting him. He's lives in Alabama like I do. So yeah, we're just chilling. I'm answering your questions. If you have any questions about Swuggo related, get them in. If not, we're just sitting here chilling. But anything that's on your mind. As I said, I will try to get Phoenix done today best I can. I'm gonna let my energy build up, and then we'll pump our 50s and stuff on this, and then we'll start working on these. Nice to have the Apocron and have all those up and running, and then we'll get all this stuff up and running. Who should we be going for first? I guess we'll see what it is. If it's light side, we'll go for certain ones, and then if it's dark side, giving a Momo one wouldn't be bad. Having one of the Bad Batch wouldn't be bad. If it's dark side, we definitely want like Sidious for sure, right? Yeah, Sidious, Momo. We definitely want one because we have the new Bad Batch. We can get Crosshair, right? I think that would be kind of good. Omega wouldn't be bad because she is the leader, so it wouldn't be bad to have hers, right? So those are off the top of my head the ones that kind of come to mind. Luthen looks pretty good for the Saw team. That wouldn't be bad either. So we get Momo, Luthen, Sidious, one of the Bad Batch, preferably Omega, or Crosshair. I think that would be okie dokie. The press swamp is getting the Hound from Game of Thrones to play Balin is actually a good choice of recast. Ray's still the GOAT though. R.I.P. Yeah. He was. But yeah, I'm happy about it. So yeah, if you have any questions, pop those in. You guys know the deal. Keep giving me your greetings. I know it's Saturday morning. We're all waking up. We're all getting our coffee, or maybe we got the day started and stuff. And yeah, you'll get a couple streams from you today. We'll do some more D&D tonight. I'm going to have a longer D&D session tonight. Yeah. So we'll get some D&D in for you folks. Good morning, everybody. From the U.S. It's morning for me here, but we have people over in Europe, mid-afternoon. Maybe it's afternoon tea time or later, and they're hitting the pubs and stuff, and that's okie dokie too. Get some Zetas. Question, do the new Bad Batch have a turn order preference or not? I'm starting to work on their mods. I mean, they're pretty straightforward. I mean, there's no turn. I mean, Omega's going to go first. I believe she just takes turns, so it doesn't. Yeah. Let me pull up the Bad Batch for them. Let's see, mods. Yeah, I've got just her beefy, but she just goes first. Now I've got speed on Hunter because I do want him to get to his the death move as quickly as possible. Damage on Batcher. Crosshair is definitely damaged. The new Wrecker is tenacity. He gets all that defense and stuff from his tenacity and stuff. So you can see we've got him at 176% tenacity. But there's really no turn order. Crosshair takes time, but he does ramp up. And then Hunter, it's a ramping up team, so it's about survivability. So we've got them beefy, especially Wrecker and Omega, because Wrecker's going to be out there once she stealths everybody. He's the guy that's going to take all the hits, so you want him with a lot of tenacity and stuff. And then the rest do their thing. Batcher will be doing good damage for you until these two get to where they need to be. But yeah, I thought speed set with health on Hunter, definitely damage on Crosshair, and then Omega's survivability is key, so it's Wreckers. But yeah, no turn meter or turn order. What are the 3 Bad Batch characters? Let me look at. He's got. Okay, and then what is Omega Fuel? I'm actually think Crosshair might be the play there. Yeah, looking at the 2. Oh, they're both pretty good. I'm not going to be too upset. Those are the 2 that we want for sure. Wrecker has 1. That's not bad either. Whenever he loses taunt, remove 50% turn meter from all enemies. That could be pretty good too. That's not bad either. We'll see what we get. Kimmy, question: how do I mod Darkside Ray? I just unlocked her, currently gear 12. I would like to start it, but materials are so mods for earlier, I think. Yeah, I went with for my Darkside Ray. Let me pull her up for you. I went damage with her and health. She can take a hit. I got 320 speed on her. Few ways you can go about it. I just think damage has been the thing for me. I've seen other people go speed and health and go like a few different ways. I like this setup, offense and health, and then you see me use her quite effectively because they can't die for like a couple turns. So I really want her damage output to be up there. What's her damage at? 10,143. Plus she gets all the bonuses. For me, I think having her hit hard for those first 2 turns as SLKR is ramping up, especially in GAC and other things, is kind of important. You do want her to have some beefiness, but I mean, she's an attacker. But yeah, for me, the damage dealt as she does her things for those key moments, like when we're facing Jabba, for her to go in there and start swatting the shit out of stuff early stage and do some good damage and hits. Kind of good. I've seen people do potency on her and stuff, and or speed and potency, or speed and health. I don't think there's any wrong answer. Attackers, you just got to think offense. You got to have her do her work. Those double hits and stuff that she has, you really wanted to, when she does it, right, you wanted to make it count. That's my idea with my Darkside Ray, and it's been working very well for me. No matter who we face, the only person that's been dying is the tank, where we get some RNG where, like, say, like we had one round where Red Lobster got hit, so instead of getting a perfect 63, 64, 65, we ended up like 60, 61. But yeah, Ray Rock says, good Saturday morning, Ranger, pickle flashers, Wookiee strokers, coffee drinkers, and taco eaters. Yes, thank you. Just doing some stuff here. We did some more FDCs this morning. We're going to try to finish up this one today when I get my, use my other energy. Finish up the Phoenix one, and then we'll be done with the FDCs. I've already taken the Zalbar one to there, and then we're going to be pumping heavily into these. One for Bad Batch, one for definitely Momo, Luthen, Sidious are the 4 that we're looking at right now. So we'll get those 4 up and running. And then yesterday, Ray Rock, we miraculously, because of luck, which I can never say I have in this game, got all nothing but CX2 shards in. There he is. I know some others did it too, but for me, that's extraordinary. So we maxed out all of his abilities, did his Omicron, got him ready to go for his mod sets and stuff, which we will be working on, getting him up and running. And yeah, get him as the next piece of the puzzle. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. When I was streaming yesterday, everybody that was watching couldn't believe it. I'm like, I know, right? But yeah, health. Definitely health on him, but speed as well. So he's going to have lots of health and try to get him around 300 to 320 speed, depending on how we hit on the mods. And then definitely beefy. Yeah, it's feast or famine, Ray Rock. Either you get him or you didn't get him, you know? So kind of a shock. And for the event, the Arrow Night event, I agree with Howie that getting those extra shards to everybody in the beginning was nice, and I like that. I didn't like the difficulty of how difficult it was for some people, even in the early stages, to get those character shards and stuff to beat tier 2 and tier 3. Tier 1 even gave some people some fits, but yeah. Because I did the upper tiers, I did it on stream both days, and every time it was up and just got manhandled. So I'm hoping having this guy at Relic 9 helps in that fight coming up. So we'll see. I'm Batman, says Reality Skewed Nachos. Oh! Well, am I? Jedi rolls around with me. I didn't check the MLB scores yesterday. The Astros, my Astros are playing his Padres, so let's see what's going on. I'll know immediately if they won or lost by the record. They did beat the Padres. Ooh. Very nice. The Braves won in MLB. I know, right? Shocking the Braves start this year on Batman. Holy moly in the Froholy. So yeah, we got this guy up and running. We got our FDCs that we'll get. The FDCs will be done today. All things work out. And then we were talking about the new, just a regular Datacrons who we want here. I've got the new Bad Batch, Crosshair, and Wrecker. Look like the one of the 2 crons we want. We definitely want Sidious. No question about it. I will go for Sidious. And then one for Mumba wouldn't be bad. One for Luthen wouldn't be bad. And then play it by ear of the rest, but yeah. Oh, very nice. I'm Batman. Yeah, the Braves overall having a rough year so far. Rough start. All right, respond to our good friend Jet, who was hanging out with us yesterday and getting the junkie. Oh, you went to the game. Oh, very nice. I am Batman. Very nice. Yeah, the Braves new stadium is really nice. I lived in Atlanta for many years. I'm Batman. There in Sandy Springs. Went to quite a few ball games. All right. So yeah, get your questions in, all that stuff. And yeah, I mean, not much going on in the game, news-wise and stuff. we'll get through Conquest. As I said, Conquest for me is this is the cache Conquest. If you've been watching me a long time, like next Saturday, I'll finish Sector 5. Not that I need any more stars for Jacosanu. Not that I need to get any higher on the crate. It's not about that. I finished Sector 5 so I can get to those impulse detectors. Yo, you're gonna go finish Andor? Very nice. I'm Batman. Says I'll see you guys. All right, enjoy, my friend. Ooh, I'm excited. He's watching Andor. Get through it. Trust me, it's a slow burn. It builds. It's really good. Yeah, Tucker's pretty good, man. He's not too schwabbity. Not too schwabbity at all. Hell of a player. When that happened this year, Big Ninja, I was like, you know, before the season started, I was like, what? He's a really good ball player. All right. So yeah, we'll get through Sector 5 and I'll get my impulse detectors. That's just mainly, some signal data, things of that nature, but out of that, that's what I do use it for. We're just going to be in Sector 4, hitting the node over and over again so we can get these datacrons up and running because, I like to have the tools of the trade. So when I go into battle, I'm not giving our Sith Accountant Data Keeper, what else you need 3? A heart attack or stroke. The vapors, so yeah. Gotta keep our Sith Accountant Data Keeper happy. But I still have some work to do, so give me some time. Give me some time. I'll get it done. I'll get things squared away. I promise. We do. That guy's the guy's kind of squirrely. I know. What else? Any 3, but So yes, good morning to everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to Jedi Academy. A little bit shorter Jedi Academy today. Again, there's not as much as happening per se in the game. We're kind of locked in on what we've got. If you're not already, we're locked in on certain progression. But for us veteran players, making the decision of what we're working on, either rounding up Ahsoka or Balin. Congrats to everybody that's gotten their new Balin. I know a lot of people have been hitting our guide and stuff, so I hope it's been helping you out. It's a pretty straightforward fight. We didn't really have problems with the Balin, other than we just did it a few times back to back. Yeah, we're in this stage of getting ready for the new raid. We're in the era. It's Revenge of the Sith. We got Celebration going on this weekend, things of that nature. And yeah. So we've got we're in it to win it. So someone asked me the other day, do we know what's going to be the characters and teams and stuff we're going to be needed for the new raid besides the new stuff? So if you guys are not aware, they did put a post out. It is the new Bad Batch. It is also all the new clones with a reworked Grand Moff Tarkin. Will not be allowed to use Lord Schmader in the new event. All the new Jedi Vanguard stuff, including the new Jedi Master, Legend, Jedi Mace. And from what I'm looking at, with the amount of Vanguard, the thing about this, like, who else? They could add some additional teams, but like, I don't know what you guys think about this, but I mean, the amount of characters that they've made Vanguard, and if they're going to include, say, Empire, it gives us a lot of characters and teams that we can go in with, just for those, with the new Vanguard tag, with the new clone teams and everything like that, plus the Empire tag, with Bad Batch being the additional team, kind of like Jawa's was in like the Rancor or the Crate Raid. I kind of see them playing that out where it'll be Empire tunes or Jedi Vanguard tunes, and then you've got, with all the new stuff, and then Bad Batch. And then that gives you a lot of, on top of the new clones for Empire, you have Empire tunes you can use that you've had previously. Same thing with the let you use gas 501st in the raid. That would be nice, right? They just said clones, get in there, 501st gas. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, that's just my speculation. That's what I kind of think about it. Just based off how they've handled the previous raids, No, Kyle Tucker is a great ball player. I mean, if you look at his stats, I mean, he was great for the Astra. An incredible bet player. About to win the World Series in, 2023. So, I mean, yeah. As long as he stays healthy, he's had some injuries here and there, Big Ninja, but I think he's going to be a good player for you guys. He's a hell of a good player. Fine specimen of a player. You're being a fine use out of him there. Oops, knocked out my microphone. Sorry about that. Sorry. A little bit of problems there. Yes. Continue your greetings. Continue your stuff. Did you try the Galactic Challenge yet? I have not. We can. What is it? I haven't even looked yet. Bonus for Phoenix. Facing what? Okay. We can pull this off. Full team of Phoenix. I'm sure it's just Phoenix with... You. Who do we want here? Chopper. Sabine. What do we want as the fifth? Ezra, or do we want Kanan? What's the ideal team here? Sabine. Yeah, we got Sabine in there. Who do we want as the fifth? We got Captain Rex, Harley, Chopper, Sabine, and then who? Ezra or Kanan? Kanan? Well, let's have some fun. We're gonna attack that. And they stunned him right away? Really? Okay. Try that again. Holy God. Alright, so they stunned Kanan this time. That's good, because now hopefully this gets all the dazes on them. Good. That's what we like to see. Actually, let's put that on here. Because they're assholes. There you go. Okay. Grievous. God almighty! So bloody annoying. Oh, that's insane. Well, I don't want him to die. Okay. Ow! Get the frack out of here. It's over. That's horrible. Oh boy. Try this again, shall we? Okay, so that pisses him off. All right, but we can't get to him right away. Look at that. That's insane. Well, I mean, we can't do anything. He's going to kill us. Look at that. That's insanity. Oh, CG, why you do this crap? All right. All right, let's put that on you, Sabine, because I cannot have you going down, sweetie. He's under stealth. Gonna be able to stun him, but no, we did get the stun. Good. All right. Okay. All right. All right, we got it on that. Critical hits, Phoenix, Battle, and Battle Pass. And what'd you say for the... So we want to go with Lord Vader. Let's go Empire here. But Riva, you said? Okay, Riva. Royal Guard. Well, we need Apo. And then, who was the last one? Apo, Lord Vader, Riva, Piet. Assume with Piet, we're putting that on Apo, so they have to constantly attack him. And he can't die because Lord Vader's still around. How are we using Piet here with Apo? Well, we'll give it a shot. Okay, I was wrong. They can kill Apo, apparently. I guess that must be... something else. Alright, so we'll just put on Lord Vader. Try that again. Alright. Okay. Nice. Well... Hmm. I mean, that... I hate that that's the thing. Get me about it. Royal Guard is useless. I'm gonna try Maul in here. You get the mark. Bird Swister. Alright, we got 5. 1. If I mean, this is just silly. And the Jordy, I don't know what we do there because he's just, look at this. They're just ramping. Oh, for God's sakes. I'm also not going to do anything. We'll go Empire. Royal Guards really not doing anything for it. Let's try Thrawn. Yeah, they're dying, which is good. He's gonna go. Let's get. Can't. Mm. Okay. On us. Oh. Jesus Christ. There's a freaking bone here, Scott. That threw it. Holy God, that was horrible. Oh my God. Used Darth Vader instead of Thrawn, Mr. Mike. Gotcha, buddy. Oh, we got through it. Ugh. That is... Well, that was not fun. Oh, no. Oh, those are those detectors. Very nice. Very good. Let's clean that. Clean that. Back to the episode. Get that, and that. Almost done with this. Very nice. Make sure we're good on our spending. We have 89,000, but we got Tuesday coming up. Good. Okay. And good morning, Mr. Mike. All right. Well, we got that done. So yeah. CX2 we'll be working on full FDCs. We're gonna let our energy build, then I'll do some more energy, finish our Phoenix last one for the focused datacrons, and then yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Jedi Academy. Get your questions in, things of that nature. That fight is rough. A little bit RNG. We did beat it with Phoenix, and then we just did it with Apo. So yeah. Oof. Goodness gracious. Oh, we have some mod depression. I forgot about that. Let's see how the RNG gods are treating us today. By that I mean the Illuminati. Okay, we had 5. First one has no speed. It goes away. Next one has no speed. So we'll get rid of that. Next one has, all right, it's got some speed. Let's see what happens. Let's hold on to it for right now. Not great, but this one was at his extraordinary speed. It's going the way of the dodo. It's going the way of the dodo. And then last one, it's a deem. Okay, not even wasting my time. Thank you. We had a very late night with Scribe, so I ended up streaming like Jesus 7+ hours yesterday straight with between my stream and then rotating into Scribe and hanging out with Scribe last night because we didn't get done until late. And then we hung out a little bit afterwards, but I went immediately to bed. I actually passed out immediately there, owie. And Jesus. Yeah. I woke up at right around 9 my time, so I slept for a while. I woke up in the middle of the night, had to use the bathroom, of course. Drinking water. But yeah. We had a lot of fun yesterday. Me and Jack and Wolf and Desi was there and Rad Weaver came along and yeah, it was a lot of fun. And how are you this morning, Ollie? We are working diligently. I have to finish this up today, but I will have the FDCs that are where I want them at. We'll have to finish up Phoenix today, but we'll get some more mats and finish that up today, hopefully. And then we've kind of identified the new sets, what we want to get, so we'll work on that as well. Hey, Saitan, what's going on this afternoon, green milk drinkers? Well, unless you drink the blue milk. I'm a blue milk man myself, there, Saitan. Yeah, I mean, for me, Conquest, I said, this Conquest, I could give a shit less about the crater thing. I mean, the cost is 305 out of 330. I mean, I will get a better crate, but I don't need it. I'll finish Sector 5, mainly just for the impulse detectors. You know, so I have, I mean, yeah. But outside of that, we're just religiously sitting here on Sector 4, the node, and just pumping crazy amounts of materials. Because to get the FDCs done, you have to, you know. So he's an energy toward that. But I don't have to finish Conquest. I got the new character unlocked. I'll finish up next weekend. I'll get through Sector 5 and do all that stuff. And, you know, we'll get a good crate and get the rewards. But it's not a thing that I'm even remotely. But these things are expensive. Holy God. Pretty impressive. How much these things go for. Another 3, 5, 6, 5, 12, 16 million more credits for me to take that one up. That's insane. And that's not including what we have to do over here. So, yeah. They're a little pricey. Just a wee bit pricey. Which reminds me, I need to start getting this. We're going to need them. We'll have plenty of mats. It'll just be cash since we did all these. So, yeah. Extraordinary amount of cost on these. But I think they work. The Afro one, we got the Boba Fett signage jingle one, so yeah. Just because we did our testing yesterday, we'll just do this, clear. What do we want to put as a team? I'm gonna go Leia. Do you? I don't know. Eventually we'll put the Lord Vader team down, but yeah. I think it really matters. We'll throw in old Ben here. Or Baze here. Sure. Oh, we could do Momo. Good afternoon, Salters. I'm afraid to find out what their dust rates are. Ooh, I'm afraid too. Hey, welcome to the Jedi Academy. Retirement home, Ben. Yeah, I thought about it, but then I was like, I can use Baze and I can, or Momo there, or, you know, have some fun with it. Not that I care about squad. I mean, we were just doing some testing yesterday. Good, up and running, good. Everything in the store, we're good there. All right. But yeah. We'll get some more Jedi Academy in again. We're here for you to answer your questions about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. So get your questions in. You know the deal. Put the word question for the actual question, comment, statement. Keep giving your greetings. Say hi to me, say hi to all the skewers. Hit thumbs up, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Chewy, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. So I'm going to do this stream, and then I'm going to go run some errands. And then, yeah. Then I'll be back tonight for some Dungeons and Dragons for you guys. You guys like the Dungeons and Dragons? We will do some more tonight, yes. All the cast of characters form the resonant band. Yes, we persevere. We continue to grind. Continue to do our stuff. Got some work ahead of us, but we'll get it done, skewers. Hope everyone's having a fine morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are out in the world. Hope you enjoy your weekend. It is Easter weekend, so everybody that celebrates that, have a wonderful Easter weekend. So, hope you guys celebrate with your family and stuff. Reverse says, oh, nice, Ranger. Looks like you got lucky with your Aero Battle Drop 3x2. I did. Can you believe I'm actually saying that, Reverse? I actually got lucky. Because we pulled 21 on Thursday, and then yesterday I'm like, all right, let's see where this goes. And I actually got him unlocked, so I'm shocked. I didn't know what to do with myself, Reverse. I never get nice things. You see me roll packs. Fives and Swevens and other things and mods and stuff that I rolled over the years and not gotten anything remotely at something like this. But it does give us a jump on everything. We'll get the 20 from the episode pass, so that puts him at 3 stars. And then when you do the first thing, that's 55, so that puts him at 4 stars already. and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see. I probably be one of the few characters I may go for 7 stars, depending on the pulls we get with our big crystal pool. Getting him the 7 stars day one, then just rocking and roll. Because we are going to take him to Relic 9, and I'd like to have him and the team together because we have Apo at 9 and the Datacron and everything to have this team for 3v3 for you guys. I think it'd be kind of nice. We'll have to see on the pulls and stuff, but yeah, I think it would be kind of cool to have that. Like Thomas says, yeah, they're having an Easter egg hunt across the street from my house. Very nice. Fun activities for the kids and stuff. And, you know, here in the South in the United States, it is the big deal Easter, so. I think so too. What's really interesting is you look at the 3v3, if you haven't read it. So the first thing is he is immune to taunt effects and he cannot be targeted during enemy turns. They all gain 100% health. That's why I'm going speed and health on this. And if they're all dark side, they gain stuff and things. It's just really, it's going to be really nasty. You're going to have to try to kill Lord Vader right off, but he's going to get a 100% health buff as well. So he's going to be really beefy with the way we've got ours modded. It's going to be really interesting. Yeah, you have to go Lord Vader, then Apo, then CX2. It's crazy. Yeah, and I kind of like it. I mean, the event is feast or famine, as I've told Ali. In the one sense, the event, it's nice, even though it's frustrating because the tier 2 and tier 3 fight was just ridiculous. Tier 1, it just depends on your gear and stuff, but doable. But you were getting shards of Apo, and they're doing CX2 is kind of cool too. It just was frustrating that they had the other tiers there for those that, like myself, that, you know, took the character to Relic 9 and just sitting there, and I had no chance of hell getting past. Like, we did the fights for just to see. I did the tier 4 and the tier 6 and just got murderized. So I'm hopeful, much as that pissed me off, that having CX2 going into that event next time will give us an opportunity to, you know, be able to do those things. And those characters in those, especially at higher levels, are just like the tier 3 fight is extraordinary because it's all RNG. If Jacobson Nu gets her gun out, you're done, you know. And if Kelleran, you know, decides that he doesn't like Lord Vader and doesn't go after Apo, you're done in that fight, you know. So yeah, it's a rough event. Yeah, we got lucky on it, Mr. Mike. So yesterday I took him up, did all the abilities. We've got the mods on him. We've got him geared up to 11. I am going speed set, health set on him. Main stats will be health. You can see I've got health in the secondaries or health in the primary. And yeah, health, because he gets that 100%, especially in 3v3. So health. And that 100% health thing is going to be awesome even for Lord Vader, because as you see, on the stats of Lord Vader, I've got him at 234 protection and 109. Now, we are going to be taking Lord Vader to Relic 9, so these both will go up. But 100% health on top of that, it's going to be a little beefy. It's going to be a little beefy and a little creamy. Apple's pretty much squared away. I've gotten to where I like him. He's near 10k damage and he has 100% potency. So that was my big thing on him. So we went heavy on the offense, heavily on the potency for him. But yeah, for CX2, it's definitely get some speed on him, make him have a lot of health. So once we get him all set, relics and stuff, we'll see what his stats are. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff with him in Bad Batch Season 3, so not spoiling anything if you haven't seen Bad Batch Season 3, but you just have to watch the show to see what these people are. people? The Pepples? The Pepples? He wants health. He wants definitely health. I'm saying health. Yeah, but I'm just because I was looking at this too. I was looking at this as well. They gain 100% max health, so it's like protection, or do I just go full health on him? Right. So I'm gonna go health. I mean, we could go protection. Yes, he was Big Ninja. I'm not worried about Appo. Appo's just damage and stuff. He needs to stun, do debuffs, and do his thing. What do you think, Sith Account Data Keeper? Should we go protection on this? Hey, Nietzsche Snitchies!
Red 3 standing by.
What's going on, my friend?
Red 5 standing by.
Red button standing by. Red Fox standing by. Big Red standing by.
Red October standing by.
Helen Reddy standing by.
Simply Red standing by.
Mr. Mike says, really hoping God mods will let me be tier 6 the battle with just 2 clones. Gotta hope. I did have it, and Mr. Mike, I can tell you that tier 6 of that event, we need more characters because there's no way in hell. I couldn't even get past Shock T. I barely got past Jedi Guardian. They hit so hard, and they just can't kill them. Oh, God, it's horrible. Hello, everybody. Snoochie Noochies. Good to have you guys here on a Saturday morning. Kind of discussing what I want to do with the modding on Mr. CX2 here. Think about this. Even if we had a ton of health, then you got 100% health. But would it be better to go protection and then have that convert to health and then he gets 100% health? Math makes my head hurt. Red Rover standing by. Yes, right. I couldn't even sniff tier 4, man. I just gave up on it. You're a better man than me, Mr. Mike. Make a very good point, Hervorus. Yellow contacts, Anakin. What I can do. Want protection. Protection percentage. Yeah, maybe that is the play. We do have protection here too. Maybe that is the play. All right, let's look at this. Circle. So if we go protection, what I can do? Protection. All right, and then the square. That's good enough. So that's double protection. Okay. A little slower. We'll have to work on that, but he's got 78,000 protection right now, so we'll go with that. All protection. On the arrow, the everything. So protection, 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 protection. Oh, we need a health one. There we go. That's what I'm thinking because of that conversion, right? Because you're running him under Lord Vader, all that protection, which you can get much more than you can the health, right? Will generate toward him having a giant health pool. Then you get 100% health on top of that. I think that might be the way to make him beefier. You made a good point there, Hervorus, and that made me think about it. I was thinking all health. But if you look at the percentages, you get like 16% health and everything on these. But the protection, even though it only goes to 24, is still way more. And if that's going to convert, I think your point stands. I think having him, yeah, because this will all be 24, right? And plus all our secondaries and stuff. So if we can get that really beefy, and then that converts to health. Then on top of that, you get 100% health. So that might be the way to do it. So he's a little slower now, but we still have slicing to do. So we got a lot of work to do on his. So we'll get him up and running. We'll you know what? I will be the guinea pig, herbivores, to go into battle and take the beating if it should not work. But I think you'll get a bigger overall pool of stuff. Yeah, because I know Lord Vader's going to get a ton, because all that protection will turn to health, and then he'll get 100% health, and they say he's going to be really beefy. He's going to be really beefy. Apo doesn't matter because he can't die. You can't target CX2. Apo can't die until you kill Lord Vader. So yeah, we just want Apo doing damage, major damage, and we want him stunning the shit out of stuff. Yeah, we'll get a much. He's not even relic. He's only gear 11, so we'll get a bunch more speed once he's relicked, and the stats will go exponentially up too. So yeah. Did anyone see Xeris Prevail's new video? Was interesting for sure. I've not. What was the context, or what was the subject matter on it? I think order of operations is any abilities, then everything else kicks in, right? We'll have to do some testing on the Big Ninja, but I've got 2 sets. If you can go all health, or we'll go all protection, but I kind of like the protection here. Yeah, it's good to see Xerath putting out some more videos. Anytime Xerath puts out anything is really good. Oh, that would be fantastic. I'm all for that. Yeah, I mean, the TW sandbagging, not that I really care, because it's TW, and at this point, TW to me is just a thing that we do in this game. If we win, great. If we don't win, okay. It is nice to win and get the rewards. But I mean, CG's not doing anything to address it. But I mean, for like my guild, we've talked about this. I mean, I have people in the weekends, especially during the weekend TWs, that they've got lives, or during the week there's work or there's events and stuff. We just can't, 38 to 42 people is what join our TW fights on average, because usually there's a gap there, and we're not a guild that really focuses on TW or anything. Yeah, we have people. I mean, If you commit to DW in our guild, you're committed. We go all out for it, right? If you can't, you have real life stuff, or you just can't be pressed to do it because we expect full 100% participation when we do it, then don't join. You know, for us, it's optional. So, and it gives people some flex on, you know, that are dealing with, like, you know, bringing the kid gaming. Had a baby here recently, you know, stuff like that happens in real life where it's like you got to give up some time for some things. You just can't be there 24 hours, you know, or whatever, and do it. And it's like, yeah, don't try. Yeah, it's one of the things that's, but you know, it's TW. I mean, you know. Is Apo Nightfall Trooper, or are they two completely different? Apo is Apo, and then there's CX2. We haven't got any other clones or anything. I'm not sure. Yeah, they're two separate tunes. If I'm understanding what you're writing there, Saitama. And we should get an announcement in the next week. Usually Thursdays we'll get the next once they announce CX2, or the week after, of what the next characters will be, because we'll have the next episode thing happen. It is, but I mean, once you get it, I mean. The Nightfall Trooper is, if I understand it, this is the buff, and the summoned ally. That's the character that's like him, if I'm understanding what it is. So yeah. Hey, President Italiano. Hey, good to see you, my friend. Says, I love Six Dig and Swug events, but the list he put out of sandbagging guilds was the dumbest shit in a long time. Most people don't like TW. It's a bigger time investment for, you know, the rewards. Most of the guilds on the list just don't require the members to participate. Yeah, we don't care. No, we just don't care. And if you think we're sandbagging, fine, but we don't care about that title either. It's like, we just don't care. It's TW. You know? You know? It is a Capital Games issue, not a player or guilds. Now, are there some guilds doing it? Sure, but again, it goes back to Capital Games creating the system the way it is, so they need to address it, not the players. But they haven't touched TW in shit. Many years. It's been the same thing. You know, little things here and there, but nothing major has been done with TW in a long time. It's been the same system, and at this point, we're kind of just in the monotony of just, TW, you joining? Yep, commit. All right, put the teams down, blah, 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 do the thing. Now, for the upper guilds that take TW seriously, they fight it out, they duke it out, they're fully committed. That's just more of a, you know, scratch on the chest, you know, acknowledgement that you guys are pretty badass. So I know that those guilds take pride in that, and I'm happy that they enjoy that kind of fight and stuff. But I mean, yeah, until CG addresses it, for me, it's a mood issue. It just is. We've talked at nauseum about it, Ali. We'll continue talking at nauseum about it. We'll still keep putting birds up Capital Games butt about this, but you know, that's all we can do. Yeah, it's just something it's not, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. Like there's like every fourth TW, especially after that we've gotten to the Datacron things, I don't even do TW. Not interested, I'm not doing it. So that affects the guilds, who they get matched up with. I just don't care. And they don't care either. We're gonna go in with what they have. Whoever we get matched up with, we get matched up with. Sometimes it's in our favor, sometimes it's not in our favor. And we still just have to duke it out. Yeah, I'm all right, but that's something that CG has to address, Big Ninja, and I agree with you 100%. But that's a system CG has to put in place, right? The system they have now just has not been touched, and it's, it is what it is. The rewards haven't been updated, nothing's been updated. So, you know. Yeah, I mean, real life comes first. This is a game, and for us, TW, as I said, it's optional. If you do join, you're fully committed, but if you have job or real life stuff and you can't be there or you can't fully commit, then we don't require you to join. So, there you go. There's a lot of guilds who want everyone to join 50-50 is because they know all their people participate and they want it, so there's a chance now 50 of the other opponents. I mean, sure, I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's not, for me, TW is not a grinding issue. The rewards are not something I'm going to get my pennies in a bunch over, win or lose. And I've made investments in TW Omicrons and stuff. I said I did all the stuff for Spectre and stuff here recently. So, when I'm in TW, I'm in it. I set my defense. I work on the crons for the guild and all that stuff if I'm committed. But if I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. So, I need breaks too, especially at the end of like when you guys have seen how hard I've been grinding on Datacrons and stuff, it's just one of those things like that fourth TW, usually when the Datacrons are all, everything's said and dusted, I don't need re-romance or anything. It doesn't really do me anything. I'm not going to get anything from it. So it's like, okay, yeah, the arrow magnifier, sure, but Well, the TW thing to me is something that needs drastic change. I agree with you on that, Whitefly. Good to see you. And good morning, Connor Culture. It is a delicate operation, but it still needs proactive messing with. Right? It's just been the same for forever, so, and they haven't touched it. So, yeah, it's delicate, but not doing anything is worse than trying to do something, in my opinion. If they mess it up, then they mess it up, but they can try to adjust from that. But at least they're trying to do something. You should see the TW Omicron list. We have an MCD being PB guild. We got a guy with 1. I've got like 20 because I was in shot first and they were heavy on TW. Yeah, I mean, if you're in a guild that's, if you've ever been in, and I have, and Kate and others have been too, where you're in a TW guild that focuses heavily on that, and they, I mean, it's intense when TW is going on. Then, but you expect that. That's the expectation, that you want at that upper level. You want all hands on deck. It's fights. It's, it's all that stuff. But I will never be in a guild like that again. Too much. But for them, it's awesome, and they love it, and I'm happy that they enjoy it. But the other side of it is like, I don't give a shit about TW. I do when I'm in it. I'm going to give it everything I got to win the battles and help the guild get rewards. But if I'm not joining, bail. Yeah, I mean, most times than not we win, but we also get our ass kicked. I mean, you know, as I said, we usually have 38 to 42 people that join a TW on average, depending on what's going on. With the roughly 8 to 10 rotating of people that have stuff that's going on, and again, it's not required. So yeah. Yeah, you're not putting your phone down at all because you're getting constantly spammed, yeah. Well, it is, but I mean, I'm not gonna get, again, it's droid brains and great, but I mean, again, not worried about it. I get droid brains and other stuff at other places. So, air magnifiers, things of that nature, whatever. You know. That's again, this is again not a player issue. This is a Capital Games needs to address and readjust and fix the system. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna leave it just in place and not touch it or adjust it or do anything for years on end, well, this is what happens. You know. Yeah, the droid brains are important. All this stuff's important. The aero magnifiers are your keypads, things of that nature. So yeah. But that's if you are going for Relic 9s. I mean, Relic 9s are a nightmare on their own, so. $62 droid brains at the moment, so. Well, sure, I'm sure there's more droid brains, but getting to 9 on its own, getting to basically 9 is 2 Relic 8s. I mean, just getting the impulse detectors is crazy. So yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but in the rewards, everything I said, as I said, this is a Capital Games issue, not the players. The players are going to adjust to the system that is being presented to them and its current constructs. So, you know, and if you think sandbagging is a big issue, I'm sure they're fine, but you know, adjust this the way the game the game mechanics and adjust those things so those can be addressed, you know. It's you have to be very strategic with your Relic 9s. It's just, oh my goodness. Getting a character to Relic 7 is a little bit easier than it was in the past, but once you get to 8 and 9, it's those impulse detectors plus all the other resources. It's basically 40 impulse detectors, the stuff for Relic 9 plus all the other material that you need. It's a lot. So, yeah. And just even getting, you know, the main pieces for Relic 9 that could take a minute, right? So, but you have to have all the resources. You have to have the signal data. You have to have the salvage. You have to have all that stuff. And that's what really, you know, it takes time. Yeah, if you're not getting max raid, and there's a lot of factors that go into characters and taking them to 9 and stuff. You can have all the air magnifiers in the world. You don't have shit for impulse detectors or the salvage or the signal data. They can sit there all they want, and you're not getting near them, and it takes forever to get that stuff. So getting to Relic 9 is a horde mentality on all your stuff, and it is a constant working on all the salvage and everything. Once you get past Relic 5, holy Christ, it starts piling up quickly, especially on the signal data side. That's why I've just been begging Capital Games for the longest time. Please help us with signal data. I mean, taking one character to Relic 9 is an extraordinarily amount of signal data, and you go from lots to 0 instantly, and you're just like, oh my sweet Jesus. So it is rough. There's, I mean, they've put some other plays for signal data, but it needs to be increased drastically. I mean, two funnels that really happen is signal data. Salvage can be a funnel for a lot of players, right? The other one is just we need more mod slicing. I know we get a lot of mod slicing materials, but we just cannot. I mean, we need more slicing mods. If they're not going to give us an expansion on our mod inventory space, fine, but give us more stuff to slice these mods, more opportunity to get more resources to slice these mods, so we can look at mods and make a decision. Because I've got so many mods in my inventory, you've seen it. They're just sitting there at 13 to 17. I only use them when I get a chance to go for a new character, and it's like, and then we're constantly at. It's because I don't want to get rid of them. They've got good stats on them, but I just don't have enough materials to slice all those mods to make a decision whether I want to keep them or not. You know, that kind of stuff. I am kind of shocked on that too. She says I'm really shocked she didn't get a special event. Are you guys? Yeah, a little bit. Maybe we will get one here soon. We don't know yet, Ali, but maybe they'll make an announcement about something like that. But yeah, she didn't get one. Maybe that's something we'll get this summer, Ali, but yeah, we didn't get one for her. I'd like to see one. I mean, for those, and a lot of people worked on Geo Ahsoka. I'm glad everybody's getting their Balin unlocked. I've seen a lot of new Balins unlocked here recently. That's really nice to see. He's such a good character. I'm really happy for everybody. Ahsoka is her own reward, but I mean, if you want to get a little bit more from her, I mean, like they do with Leia and Java, like Smuggler's Run 2 and stuff like that. It's like, it wouldn't be too bad, right? Wyatt Fly, you did all that work. Yeah, you spent all those relic 9s. Can maybe get some rewards back for, you know, your hard work and due diligence and stuff. You know, get something out of it that you can use toward maybe your other characters and stuff. So wouldn't be bad. If we don't get one, if we get one, hey. But I don't know if they're waiting to see how many people they can reach a certain point of saturation with who's got a soak before they do something like that. I don't know. I can't give you a good answer on that. Yeah, they set expectations, but you know. We'll see what happens. Oh. Possibly, I wouldn't be shocked if Spectre was part of the missing raid team. I mean, someone asked me earlier, yesterday, Wi-Fi, about like, what do we think of the other characters and stuff? And I was kind of thinking about this. Like, we have the new Bad Batch, we have the new Empire with the clones coming in. We also have the new Vanguard, Jedi Vanguard, that are going to be part of the raid, right? But then I was looking at like, well, if they just expound and just add all Empire or all the Jedi Vanguard, probably give you enough teams for the raid, kind of like, you know, they did for the Naboo raid. You have the Gungans, sure, you have the Queen Amidala team, but they expanded to, like, you know, certain characters and factions like Separatists and stuff in there. So could Spectre be into there? Could the new Ahsoka and them being part of this? Sure, we'll see what happens. It's interesting that we're not using the Another raid with no GL. Oh, we didn't GL last raid either, did we? No, it was Gungans, Queen Amidala. This is the other stuff. There's another raid where not GL necessary, unlike Job and Leia previously. So maybe that's the trend that they're getting away from having to use GLs and I don't know, and just having the characters in the, because when they said they weren't using Lord Vader, like, Stanimal says, "Hey Rangers, this is my first time on one of your streams. I see and hear you on most Fridays. Cool to finally catch you here. Good to see you, Stanimal. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. This is our Jedi Academy. I just use that as a Q&A show." Yeah, Big Ninja says just pay attention to live speed bundles right before the raid. Yes. But good to see you, Stanimal. Hope you're doing well. We're just doing some speculating on the raid teams, things of that nature, talking about TW, sandbagging, looking at the new FTC datacrons. And I'm going to try to hopefully finish today with the Phoenix one. Then I got to start grinding the new stuff on these regular ones. We got to get Assidious. We got to get one of the Bad Batch, Momo. Yeah. We have some work ahead of us. It never ends. Hope you're having a good Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, wherever. Visual line steppers. Yeah, those every 2 weeks at Monday where JC's ending, you've got TB launching, you've got Conquest launching. If you have a raid, that's you're dealing with, plus the events and everything. It's oh man, Mondays can be not fun days. Yeah, Animal, we talked about that earlier. It's incredible how much these cost. Yeah, anytime a new Datacron stuff comes out, especially with FDCs, I've just been living Conquest Sector 4 on the node and just farming the snot out of this, just multi-sim, getting the stuff and just pumping it out there. But yeah, they're quite powerful and they are very, very good, but they are quite expensive. So you are getting what you pay for because they're extraordinary. But holy moly, they take a lot of resources. But luckily, we'll finish Phoenix today. I've already got these where I want them. The Apple is just from doing the event. And then yeah, we've got 4 initially that we need to get for the regular data. Can you tell me about the orgies you participated in? I could, but not on the stream. Big deal. Hey man, when in Rome. Just say I've done some things in the past. I was young. You gotta try it out. And good to see you, Big Deal. What's up, buddy? He's a big deal. I used to do Ranger After Dark, Big Deal, back in the day, but it just led to too much drama because we were just free and just said all kinds of crazy stuff, and I just got away from it because it was like, yeah, once in a while, if I'm on Scribe Stream, sure, we'll get a little crazy, but you know, just too much headache, and I just like, you know what, you know. Yeah, Sam, and I'm in the same boat, but luckily, you know, from where I'm at through this weekend through Tuesday of next week, should be done with the FDC on today, and then I can start pumping these other crons. We definitely want a Sidious one, Momo, Luthen, definitely Crosshair or Wrecker for the Bad Batch, since I have the new Bad Batch would be, and then just like I always do with these, we get the main name ones that I identify. Sometimes there's more named ones than not, and then we'll take the rest to 8 as you see there, and just have those crons with the level 3s or 6s that we want. Party on to you there, Big Deal. Party on, Wayne. Yes, you haven't done your deployments in TB, go ahead in there and do it. Get those stars, baby. Finally, we're getting to the final part of this DB. Holy moly. 35? Should be. And we should be close there. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. This one's looking pretty good. Yes, good, good. Yes, yes. Perfect. I like it. Looks good. Yeah, the Palpy one would be bad. The Sidious one for sure. The Momo one for sure. The Luthen one looks really good. And then Wrecker or Crosshair for me. I wouldn't mind having a Palpy one. Now let's look at his real quick. Palpatine. You Schwabbity. It wouldn't be bad and to have the, you know, the stuff for a Star Killer team. Wouldn't be bad at all. So that may be another one we add to the list, understandable, but one at a time, man. Holy moly. Yeah, keep your questions going. We got a few more minutes of time here. Thanks for all the raids from our good friend Nooch Too Good. Appreciate the raid, buddy. So he's starting before me, and then I'm doing it. He's always raiding me. Once in a while, when I catch him, I'll raid his ass. But most of the time, he's already done his stuff. Or, you know, I don't catch him. I'm gonna get his ass again. I always love going in there saying snitchy noochies. Yeah, if you don't have it, you don't need to worry about it. Then yes, you don't have the Luthen one yet. But I've got all those characters, so you know, just looking at it, it's like, okay, Luthen, Momo, Sidious for sure. Then you said Palpatine, I'm like, yeah, I need the Palpatine one. And so probably want dark side on that. And level 6. I like the non-revive. Also like the 100% health. Yeah. Well, hopefully, yeah. Rolling the stats on that is just as RNG diarrhea as trying to get the level 3 and 6 that you want, right? So, but I mainly will go through roll, get for the main ones. I just want that 9, and then I'll go back in as I get reroll mats and tighten those up like we've done with these. Yeah, the hopefully, and most we get, some we don't. Just deal with what you just go in with what you have. If you're not gonna make, I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy for Datacrons, but hopefully we get the ones we want, the level 3 and the level 6 to go with the 9, and then you're good to go. Stats, if I need to, I'll mess around with it, but most of the time, unless it's hard because you're trying to do so much with the level 3s and 6 to make sure those are in place that unless you're really making an investment in reroll mats, it's hard to go back in and get some of those stats that you want. We still do it, but after one a roll, maybe 2, and if I haven't hit the stats, I'm like, okay, I give up, you know. But I'm going in with what I got. Easier said than done with RNG. RNG is a fickle mistress, and she does not care about you. She's going to do and give you what she wants. Yeah, my day will consist of, so I'll go just chilling, do some arena climbing. I'll spend my energy. I'm going to let this build up to about 100 or so. Then I'm going to pop my 50s and 100s, get some more mats and start doing my Datacrons. And then you'll see it on Monday and Tuesday. Once we have all our Datacrons in place, I'll do another big roll on Tuesday. And then after that, we will Set our GAC defense. We'll talk about 3v3. Usually do it on Taco Tuesdays and go over our strategy, our teams. So, gonna stay on top of stuff. Definitely gonna be Tuesday's gonna be a big day because we got all that we're dealing with. Plus, I'm gonna be going hard for CX2, which we have now unlocked and stuff. So, get all his extra shards and see. We'll do the big pull and see where we end up. And if I can, I'll take him to Relic 9 the day one. See if we can do something for 3v3 for everybody. The CX2 Apple at 9, Lord Schmader. Just keep farming signal data. Never ends. It's amazing. I get my signal data up. I do one Relic 9. I'm like, oh, I'm almost out of signal. I'm out of signal data. Great. It's like, oh my god, where did it go? Even for us old crusty players, we are constantly in the grind, doing stuff, working on stuff. Never ending. Mods, signal data, salvage, farming characters, it's there. Resource management, that's the name of the game, and it's the name of this game. It's all about managing your resources and getting those characters up. Alright, final call for question stuff. And I will end the stream. And then, is Death Helm doing Galaxy? This Fall Guy. Oh, we'll raid Death Helm. Doing some Swuggo Galaxy of Heroes. Swuggo Fall Guy, he says. Doing some other stuff. But it's his 2-year anniversary, so we'll go show him some love. I don't know if he's doing YouTube, but he is definitely doing Twitch. What I see right now. JJ's doing Star Wars. Okay. Dobbs on, but he's doing Indiana Jones. So we'll do a final call for questions for anybody that has anything that they want to ask and get it in. If not, then we'll go raid DH, and then I got to go get some stuff done, take a little bit of a break. I'll be back tonight for our big D&D session tonight. I will not have D&D in the Jedi Academy probably next weekend. So, yep. Thanks for everybody who came out and hung out on my stream yesterday and the Scribble stream. It was always a lot of fun when we get drunk and have fun. It's just goofiness, and I love it. It is awesome. We have so much fun. Me going to go get food for my mom, getting burgers and being in line for 40 minutes. It was horrid. Oh my god. But that made for a good count. Status of Ranger on the burgers. I'm still in line. I have not. If we get one, I'll do it. Where's my Bodhi? Let me go. Is that Rebel or Rogue One? He is Relic, right? Yeah, he's Relic 1. If I get him, then I'll take him to 5 and do that. What else? I need 3, but that's one of those ones where if we do roll it, sure, I'll do it. If not, then, you know. We'll see how it all plays out, Whittle 73. Again, I got a lot of work to do on these this weekend. We'll see what we get. I mean, again, priority finishing the Phoenix FTC cron, right? And then we can start popping these. Probably maybe today. Once we get this done, then I'll see what I have left over. We'll start growing these for the crons we need. If we get a Bodhi Rook one, sure, right? I'm totally down for that. I mean, I'll have to pop in the Relic 5, but he's already Relic 1. Yeah, and I'd like to take Churd and Bodhi and some of those other guys to like Relic 3, Relic 5, but now that I've made the commitment to go Relic 9 on all the new stuff, they're going to have to wait. I took Dad Bob Fett to 5, that's just because of his FTC and stuff, but yeah. Again, piece by piece. We'll get there, Christ. Oh, Lord. And then Tuesday also will be Andor Day as well. Boy, Tuesday's going to be a big day. We're going to be getting new characters in the game and stuff. We got the launch of Andor, which I'm super duper excited about. My goodness. Tuesday's going to be a day of days. We got Swuggle, we got a Star Wars Celebration this weekend as well. Happy Easter to everybody. Hope you have a good Easter and stuff. So, yeah. All right, I'm not seeing any other questions and stuff. So with that, I'm going to send you guys over to Death Helm. It's his 2-year anniversary. So we're going to go raid DH. Underscore Helm. So you guys can go hang out with him, show him some love. Make sure you do like we do with all content creators. Show him some love and things. Oh, God, what do I have to give up? Oh, I have to do some preparations. Invalid name. Right again. Raid. Underscore. There we go. All right, let's go show DH some love. Wish him a happy anniversary and stuff. I'm going to go do my things, run some errands. Of course, if you guys need me for anything, you're more than welcome to join our Discord. You can hit me up in Discord, or you can message me directly anytime if you need anything. Game, anything, doesn't matter. I'm always available. I may not respond right away, but I will respond. So, you know, and I've got real life obligations and things as well. So, but love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me on Jedi Academy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If I don't see you for D&D tonight, have a wonderful weekend. Have a happy Easter, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Love you guys, and enjoy the raid.